There's no other feeling like sitting 50 feet in the air. Your breath rolls out in droplets like vapor clouds in front of a dawning sun. It's 30 degrees outside. However, you are nice and warm from the warmth of adrenaline. Wait, did you hear that? Could it be the antlered beast you've waited countless hours to encounter? His body lines coincide with the peep side of your bow, and you know, now is the time. You take a deep breath, and your fingers slowly slide off the drawstring, and your arrow leaves you 50 feet in the air, not to return of its own accord. And then, as if to say, the victory is yours, his body falls to the earth. His fall echoes through the trees, and the sounds of surrender fall on your ears. You climb down, and you go to him. You have a moment of silence for the majesty of his existence, and you are thankful. There are many of us who enjoy deer hunting. Those of us who do it for individual reasons, and we've all been exposed at one point or another in our lives to hunting or its effects. I became a deer hunter at a very young age, and I have hunted deer now for approximately 15 years. The human right to live off the land and to hunt deer should be protected from illegalization in the United States. Today we will discuss the animal activist agenda against illegalizing deer hunting, the reasoning behind some hunters' feelings of violation from society, and what we can do as citizens to defend our right to hunt. Let's begin by taking a look into the controversy. Animal activists retain a staunch position against the act of hunting deer because they feel it violates the animal's rights to existence. They believe that killing a deer for any reason is cruel and it's inhumane. They describe the act of deer hunting as a cowardly form of outdoor entertainment. Activists also argue that hunters utilize the terms wildlife management as cover-up approaches to the hunt of the deer. Activists believe that the food chain containing deer should only have bear, wolves, and mountain lions at the top, and not a man or woman in camo. And since the beginning of time, where one party has stood against an issue, there's a party who has fervently supported it. And we've all experienced the feeling of misjudgment from others in our society, and us as deer hunters are spared no expense. We feel as though hunting is a necessary means of survival. It's a reference to our inborn, prehistoric instinct for food provision and self-sufficiency. Deer hunters believe that hunting by the means that exist today are, in fact, swift and humane. Hunters defend their technique of killing to be more respectful and humane than the deer's natural predator, the coyote. Hunters also argue that poachers are a disgrace to the act of deer hunting and that society should not hold true deer hunters to such a disgusting notion. There are many ways that we as deer hunters can combat the animal rights activist agenda to make deer hunting illegal. The National Deer Alliance, also known as the NDA, serves to protect the rights of hunters and to present a platform for hunters to voice their concerns. Deer hunters can also seek out state lawmakers and state legislative representatives in their local areas for the purpose of advocating awareness about the benefits of hunting and the necessity in protecting its existence. Deer hunters can also join Hunters Against PETA, which was created to fight against animal rights activists that strive to strip hunters of our right to hunt. As you can see, deer hunters are an ethical group that are just as concerned about protecting those rights as everyone else. And today I beseech you to stand up for your area deer hunters. They work hard to help support our economy through creating funds for private land development, small business revenues, and establishing trades like taxidermy and tanning. Hunting is a primal instinct that mankind has retained since his creation. And I urge you to stand up against the animal rights activists, who are, I assure you, not all true vegans, considering they should be because they don't believe in the killing of any animal, if you'll remember. Deer hunters are a legacy of our culture and our nation. So let me leave you with this. The next time you decide to buy a bag of deer jerky at your local convenience store in preparation for your long road trip, remember to thank the deer hunter and the arrow that made it all possible.